Wait till 6:30. Okay, it's 6:30, so we'll call to order this meeting of the Finance and Personnel Committee for November 6th. First item of business is the roll call. Bill?
Jackson,
Here.
Teniro,
Here.
Lorman.
Here.
All present.
All right, thank you. Next item is the minutes of the October 15th, 2024 Finance and Personnel Committee meeting. Are there any corrections or changes to the minutes? Hearing none, the minutes are accepted as drafted. Moving on to the audit of the bills. Bill, do we have any additions?
No additions or changes tonight.
All right, can I get a motion to approve the audit of the bills then?
This is Jackson. I'll make the motion to approve the order of the bills.
Thank you.
In a second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the audit of the bills signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. All right, moving on to resolutions. We have one. It's resolution 2024-52, approving an amendment to the 2024 TID number 3 and airport fund budgets for an navigation easement. Can I get a motion to approve?
This is Jackson. I'll make a motion to approve.
Lorman, a second.
Thank you. Discussion.
At the last meeting, city staff, some city staff wasn't present, and I was just wondering if they had any follow-up comments on the original suggestion of a 50-50 split versus the current outcome of a 75-25.
The split that the council came up with, the 75-25, that's solely a policy decision of the council. Again, if this is an item that carries on over the course of time, then we'll have to kind of reevaluate as we go. But as a matter to kind of start the process and secure the easement, I think a 75-25 split is fine.
Thank you.
All right, any further discussion? And this, just to be clear, this is for the 2024 budget that we're currently in.
That's correct. That would
Yep.
amend the 2024 budget for the payments that we would be making beginning as soon as the item is approved and executed through the end of this year. And then there would also be an item for consideration as part of the 2025 budget for payments that would continue into 2025.
Okay. Just wanted to make that clear. Okay.
Yeah, and we would, at that time, renegotiate, or not renegotiate, but review the funding model. Or we would maintain the same 25-75 split.
That would be up to the council to make that determination.
Okay.
Okay. And Bill and I discussed earlier that TID closure at the end, or not TID closure, but the process of closing the TID and having to wrap up project costs by September 30th, if the FAA hasn't responded and changed the runway configuration by that point.
Yeah, correct. The end of the TIF expenditure period is September of 2025. So after that date, TID funding would no longer be available.
Yep. So let's hope the FAA acts sooner rather than later. Okay. All those in favor of approving resolution 2024-52, approving an amendment to the 2024 TID number 3 and airport fund budgets for an navigation easement signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Moving on. Matt, please, at the beginning of each item, let me know if there's anything that needs city attorney review and approval, okay?
Yeah.
I think there's one, but we'll get to that. The first one, I don't think there is. All right, so agreement number 1, it's with Vanderwall and Associates for tax increment finance districts number 3 and number 5, TID 3 and TID number 5, redevelopment services for 2025. I get a motion to approve.
I'm going to make a motion.
Thank you.
This is Jackson. I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of approving the agreement with Vanderwall and Associates for Tax Increment Finance Districts number 3 and 5 redevelopment services for 2025 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Moving on to the agreement with Greater Madison Convention and Visitors Bureau, Inc., doing business as Destination Madison. This comes to us from the Tourism Commission, and this one does have a comment about the city attorney. The city attorney approved the agreement except for Part 3, Section G, which has been rewritten and submitted to the attorney for approval. So before I get a motion.
Yeah, no, the revision to section G is fine.
That's fine. Okay. So we don't need a city attorney review and approval on this. All right. Can I get a motion to approve?
I'm going to like to make a motion to approve the Greater Madison Area Convention and Visitor Bureau.
Okay.
This is Jackson. I'll second that motion.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second to approve the agreement with Greater Madison Convention and Visitors Bureau, Inc., doing business as Destination Madison. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the agreement with Greater Madison Convention and Visitors Bureau, Inc., doing business as Destination Madison, signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Moving on, we have an amended and restated payment in lieu of taxes agreement with WHPC Parmenter Middleton LLC for the property located at 3001 Parmenter Street. I'm not seeking a motion on this because I understand that we are going to, well, I will seek a motion to defer this item until November 19th so we can work out some more details in the agreement itself. So can I get a motion to defer this item to our meeting on November 19th?
This is Jackson. I'll make a motion to defer this item to our meeting on November 19th.
Thank you.
Lorman, a second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to defer. Any questions? We'll be talking about it again. All right, all those in favor of deferring consideration of an amended and restated payment in lieu of taxes agreement with WHPC Parmenter Middleton LLC for the property located at 3001 Parmenter Street, signify by saying aye. Any opposed? All right, the ayes have it. Moving on to bids and quotes, we have award of bid for Pleasant View Golf Course Maintenance Building to Iconica for a not to exceed amount of $995,500. And this comes to us from the Golf Course Advisory Committee.
All right, Lorman, make a motion that we approve the bid for Pleasant View Golf Course Maintenance Building.
Okay, we have a motion. Can I get a second?
This is Jackson. I'll second.
All right. Any discussion? I did have one question. Do we know if solar was considered for this? I know the Plan Commission had expressed interest in it, but it wasn't clear from the diagram whether the insulation at this particular site, it might have been shaded by trees. We couldn't tell.
See if I can get that for the council. I can answer that question.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right.
I think this is on. Solar was explored. We did not install panels we're not intending to install panels at this time. However, the roof is designed to hold panels in the future. There's a big tree that's in the way. It's on the south side of the building that we did not remove. That would prohibit proper solar at that location, I guess. But again, we are considering it. The other issue was budget constraints. If you notice in the memo, we're already over budget $200,000, and we just don't have additional funds to support solar panels at this time.
Okay, thank you for that update, Jeremy. All right, any other questions? All right, hearing none, all those in favor of approving the award of bid for Pleasant View Golf Course Maintenance Building to Iconica for a not to exceed amount of $995,500 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. We've reached the end of our agenda and we are adjourned.